Hey Arcs, the April update is finally here, and as you may already know, it's come with a new weapon series called the Kukuhroziat. This is a new weapon series based on the doll's kind of like appearance. It's available in all of the current weapon types. So you may be thinking, great, a weapon that's going to replace Sinquim and Relic already. Well, I guess I better get upgrading. Well, this time though, I don't think that's exactly the case. I would say this is more of a specialized weapon, but looking at the stats here, it's actually slightly worse in its attack power, with a 320 at plus 40 and a 372 at plus 50, versus Sinquim's 333 and 385, or Relic's 324 and 376. The Kuku series, in terms of attack power, is actually more close to the Graga series, but I won't throw out the Kuku just yet, because its potential is something interesting. The potential is called the Unassailable Unit, which by default gives potency and damage resistance. But notice something else on there. It gives an additional 5% potency and a whopping 50% damage resist when in the Geometric Labyrinth quest. So this weapon will actually be really useful for the Labyrinth mode coming up soon, up on the 20th. There are certain side missions inside where this damage resist buff will be the best for. There's some where it's like clearing without being incapacitated, clear having used Rust Sign fewer than 3 times, you know, some where you have to take less damage, that kind of thing. With these side missions, the more that you complete, the more points you get, and also the more you fail, you actually can get kicked out of the labyrinth. So you want to make sure that you're completing these side missions, which this Kuku weapon will help for. But now, where do you actually get these items? Well, these weapons drop from 31 and up doll's enemies. Each one drops from a specific doll as well, and I'll just go through the list here. So sword is dropped by the Daedal sword, wire is dropped by Varus, spear is dropped by Renus, either of the versions, Retem or Vera. The daggers are dropped by Lazentos, the saber by Daedal axes, knuckles by Nogleth or the Sand Nogleth, katana by Bujin, soaring blades by Desser swords, rifle by Desser guns, launcher by Fortos launcher, the twin machine guns by Ragris or Distragris, bow by Nexaleo or Vera, rod by Pedisax, talus by Oruk, wand from the Dustal Hammer or the Vera version, and then finally with boots, Calcundo. These weapons might drop from other enemies other than these, but these are what I found for each of the weapons so far. These also drop not just in the combat zones, but if you do like Aleo rank 2 purple triggers, like the Bujin in there can drop the katana, or if you go to the Retem purples, they can drop it from there too. So combat areas and purples are like your best bet, or like the Gigas as well. But just keep in mind, it is 31 plus dolls, so the veterans and Retem are just beneath that, unfortunately. So you cannot get these from the veterans. So it seems like you use these kind of like specialized weapons for the labyrinth, but not really anything else. Basically, if you have a Graga, you might, you know, want to use this instead. But if you already have a Relic or Sinquim, just keep using those for outside content. But hopefully this was useful for you guys, and if you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel for more, and joining me on Twitch if you have any more questions that you want to ask. But thanks you guys for watching, and see you all in the next one.